Hello, hello, Aquarius. This is going to be your general reading for the May 11th through the 17th. Before we get started, remember that this is just a general love read. And I am pulling out, let me grab my glasses here, because I have old mama eyes. I'm pulling out one of my MindsetUnicorn Mindset and Affirmation cards for the collective before we get started. So your card that you get is Summer. So summer symbolizes energy, space, and opportunity. It is time to surrender to the joy of standing in warm rays. The summer solstice is very powerful for manifesting desires. And the quote is, "Summertime is always the best of what might be." So I feel like a lot of you are probably just waiting for summer to get here. Like you, like so many others, you have realized that we are kind of stuck here, right? Until we get past this nodal bind. And once we get past this planetary bind that we're in, then things will ease back up for a while. And so summertime, we will all start to come back into this feeling of, I have more stability, I have more safety, I feel more connected. There's a lot of disconnection going on right now, and it's okay. It's okay to feel that. It's okay to be in the energy. Now, as a general love read, if this does resonate for you, there will be a link down below for the extended at Patreon. As well, the way that I had my extended set up is for a monthly program. So you don't have to come back every week and every week pay for an extended, right? You will get access to all of those extendeds. As well, you will have access to the other extended so that you can cross watch if you desire. And then if it does resonate with you, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, because the energetic contribution to me does so much, not only for allowing me to continue to, share this gift, which I really am loving, but it also allows me, once I get to certain levels, then YouTube will give me like the magical tools, right? So I will be able to do a mobile live stream, which is important during this time because where I live, just in the Seattle area, my fiber optics are really slow, but my data on my phone has been really great. So if I have that tool, then I can do some live intuitive readings, and I would love to do that. So I'm going to start with an intention card for this love reading. I am going to then take my deck and do a base foundation. What I look at is overall, past, present, future. Then I will clarify all of that. Then I will pull my other deck to dig deeper into what's going on. Then I will pull a couple of cards from the universe and look at an oracle card. So that's the direction that I go. I also am an intuitive medium, and so I am pulling from what I'm getting off of the cards energetically, as well as what I'm getting from spirit guides. And so you may look at a card that I pull and be like, well, that's not the traditional tarot meaning. That's probably could be true, but I'm not pulling it from that. I'm pulling it from the intuition. I also do not read reverse cards unless Spirit guides me to, because Spirit will give me the energy of the card, and there's not a reason for me to actually go in, it's getting hot, to go into that. So, all right. The intention for your reading is the dream. So I feel like you have been connecting with this person in your dreams, and it seems like it's a very high level connection between the two of you. And so you're feeling very disconnected during your day because you're holding on to that energy of that dream. Now, this is a 6, which means that you are over the hump of whatever blockage was happening to keep this from moving from that 5D into the 3D. Current energy, though, is very guarded. You're in 9 of Wands energy. So you're very guarded. There's been some hurt feelings in this, and you have put your guard up. Past energy, we have Knight of Cups. I feel like you're unsure, you're uncertain, okay? You have love for this person. However, you're not sure if that's enough for you. There is a very internal deception going on within you where you don't know if you can rekindle this. You're not sure if you want to rekindle this, but you are currently partially in to this, partially into the unknown, kind of holding your cup in this, I'm not sure. And in this Knight energy, whereas it could normally be like coming forward and offerings, you've just been trying to figure it out. For your current energy, we get the 9 of Pentacles. So you're doing work on yourself. I feel like you are very much in your head about trying to fix your stability, working on your job, your career, your knowledge base, to have stability for yourself most of all out of all of this. And the future energy we get is the Sun, and that's happiness and clarity. And so we will take a look deeper at that when we get there. And also the Sun comes in summertime, right? So tell me about thank you. So yeah, so I feel like 7 of Swords, there has been some deception beyond inward deception. And I feel like it's coming from you in regards to perhaps whether or not you truly desire this. You have put all the other swords down in your past. You have swords available in your future to take and fight if you decide you need to make a decision. And it's the 2 of Swords, right? That you are still keeping ahead of you just in case you need to pull from that energy. But you do have this sword upside down behind your back, sort of, where your energy is such that you are prepared whichever direction you feel like you have to fight, which really ties into how guarded you are right now. You are trying to gain perspective on this situation. We've got this Princess of Swords. Princess of Swords is taking this new start by, especially with this card from this deck, you're taking this new start to shine the light on this situation. And what does it mean and what do you want from it? And really, I think you're also trying to clarify, why do I feel so guarded, especially, and why do I feel this way, especially when I'm dreaming about my person, I'm feeling totally connected to them. So why, when I come out of my dreams, do I feel such a detachment? And I feel like it's because you're really at the end of a cycle, right? So here's the world. You're at the end of a cycle. It's time for you to make some decisions. It really is time for you to go forward to those Two of Swords and make the hard decisions about what it is that you truly want here in this third dimension. And it may be a struggle, and it may actually take you through summer to figure this out. But keep in mind that summer is the time where things that have, bloomed now can come and grow. So the sooner the later, before you get into fall and things start dying. Tell me about this Knight of Cups energy in the past. So again, this is really showcasing this two different sides of the energy. Because on the one hand, we have 10 of Pentacles and 6 of Wands. So there was a feeling here in this past where you felt stable and secure, and you felt like, you were kind of like asking the questions and asking intuitively, how do I make this work? I want to go towards this happiness. This feels right. I'm ready to be back into this. But then you also had the 5 of Pentacles and the Moon, where you were wishing for something else, being deceptive with yourself, wanting to make steps forward, and yet terrified to make the steps forward. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with this wounded child feelings of not being enough, not having enough. And if you walk through this door and make these decisions, then you will have even less. And so you're really torn between these energies. So let me clarify 9 of Pentacles, this current energy. That is way too many. But again, what came out, right? Making decisions. I feel like that's telling me that that you have to make a decision, and which decision you want to make. So you get the Princess of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, and Knight of Swords. So I feel like this is you and your person. So you're working on yourself, and you are moving forward. Now, of course, remember, roles can be reversed, so take what resonates with you. So you're working on yourself because you want this action of taking yourself, regardless of what choices you're making, you want to move yourself forward. And we also have with this energy that you are feeling like you want to stand and fight for something. Your person, because you're doing all of this internal work on yourself, they're internalizing it as you're doing work against them. So if your person is acting out, it's important for you to remember that they are internalizing this pain, and they are focusing on it being about them rather than being about you trying to, make these decisions. Tell me about this future sun energy. So I do see you moving into happiness, and this happiness is going to bring you this 2 of Cups energy back into your life, that you connect with this soulmate and you feel joyous about it. And with the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords, you do see your person as being open and vulnerable and bringing that sunshine. See, you've got the sun behind this person. They're bringing that happiness to you. by being open, being vulnerable, having security in themselves, feeling self-confident in their body image, right? But we also have this King of Swords energy where you are very much so, you're like, I know what I want, I'm standing my ground, but you're still coming off with this sort of icy demeanor, which that's a end of fall, winter energy. And I really feel like as the collective was told about summer, that you need to pull into that summer energy. So let's try to clarify a little more of this. We just saw the Tower. We'll see if it comes back out. Tell me about the World, overall energy. So yeah, this is the end of this heartbreak, all right? Whatever's been causing the heartbreak, whether it was a third party, which could have been, you know, some sort of a person that you were dating or an affair. It could be family. It could be career. Whatever this third party was, even if it was your own wounded child, right? Whatever this is, you've come to the end of the cycle and you're ending that. Whatever choice that you're making as you get this new perspective, once you do let your guard down, it will be going towards your happiness and being done with this heartbreak. I feel like you're kind of in this paused energy of the Hermit, where you really are digging in deep and intuitive to, what do I want? Where do I want to go? How is this going to impact me? Now I do see some light here on the trail. And I do feel like you have kind of like left the lights on. If you want to go back into this relationship you are in rather than moving to something else, because you're not 100% sure if you want to let this go. But Queen of Pentacles is telling me that you're gaining your zen, right? You're figuring out your stuff here. And it's really about clarification and a very strong internal knowing of where you want to go and how to nurture it for your highest good. And I really would like you to hold on to some of that energy rather than moving into this icy King of Swords energy as you move forward. Tell me about this new perspective with this Princess of Swords. So you're realizing, as you've cared for your heart, we've got this Four of Swords, you've nurtured your heart, you've kind of been healing yourself, that you don't want to be in this Eight of Swords energy where you feel like you're just bound to something, but in pain over it. You know, you want to be out of that Three of Swords pain. You want to really have healed, because you've recognized that this Ace of Cups, that this energy for you is about this ability to give and receive at the highest level. You no longer want someone to just accept your cup. You want this love to be equally reciprocated. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Yeah, digging into this betrayal energy and moving forward to this Two of Swords decision is really about this intuitive knowing that you're figuring out. and figuring out what's going to make you have this really celebratory relationship with this Four of Wands. And it's because of this, you know, ending of this cycle with the world, because it's this rebirth for you. And I feel like that's why you're being sluggish about moving forward. That's why you're guarded, because it's kind of terrifying, right? To go into an ending and a new beginning, especially because you haven't been great at that in the past. And so you're really wanting to know exactly what you're doing this time. Tell me about this past energy of the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like, so clarified again with the Five of Pentacles, huge internal fear about walking away. I feel like in the past there was a third party that was a very high level soulmate connection, and that you had thought about leaving your partner, and yet you didn't. You became conflicted. You poured this energy out. You still held on to this feeling of love that you had for this other person. You detached from your person and you stayed put. Tell me about the current Princess of Pentacles energy. Yeah. Internally, Ace of Wands, you know how you've messed up in the past, right? And you're tired of being, I feel like I want to say you're tired of being a douche, right? You're tired of being this jackass that has deceitfully kind of fought and kept this sword behind your back, right? Kept this thing to fight because you just want happiness. You just want to be in the sunshine, and you're tired of fighting with everything around you because you've killed things that meant a lot to you with this fighting energy, and you're done with that. What you're working on now is justice. You're working on a balance and a healing to go forward with this decision into happiness for whatever can work, right? So tell me about Seven of Wands. So yeah, you want to fight for this energy that feels like home for you with this Ten of Pentacles. You are deciding now that you want to stand and fight for what truly makes you feel this feeling of love and home and forever. So again, you're working very hard on, this is the Eight of Pentacles on the Nine of Pentacles. So you're looking at your career, you're looking at your home, you're looking at foundations and stability, and working very hard to create your own foundation of home so that your love can be a foundation of home. You want to bring this to this King of Pentacles energy to where you are able to be like, I am able to care for you. I am able to provide and offer the stability that this relationship needs. I feel like if you are more divinely feminine, that you're trying to move back some of that divine masculine energy. Similarly, if you're more divine masculine, you're trying to come back into balance more of that divine feminine energy. Tell me about your Knight of So your person, on the other hand, they're internalizing what's going on with you. It's creating pain for them. And with the Seven of Pentacles, they are looking and considering options. They're restricting this connection with you, and they're holding back. They may be pulling a little bit of money aside, just in case. But what they really want, Page of Wands, is they want to start over. They want joy. They want fun. They want to, re-begin the way that it was when you were happier. Like the past happiness is what they want. Tell me about this future Two of Cups. Yeah, you're going to take a pause before you make your selection, right? Whatever direction you're going, you're really going to make sure that you are connected to what it is. Because you don't want, like this Hanged Man here has this cord attached to their wrist. And it goes into the universe, and you're kind of connecting into this universal energy. And you're like, okay, making sure that whatever you're selecting is a soulmate connection and not a karmic connection. It's going to take you away from this pain. Because of this Hanged Man energy, it is going to happen a little slower than I think you would like it to happen. But as it does, it's going to create this equal duality, this equal give and take, this genuine give and receive that you're really wanting out of your relationship. So why Icy King of Swords? Tell me about the King of Swords, please. Okay, they're telling me to use this other deck. Tell me about this Icy King of Swords, please. Spirit guide for Aquarius. So your person, I mean, obviously with this Queen of Wands, as you open up to them as being your option, you're going to see that they are so open and vulnerable. However, you're having a hard time opening up. I've thought about reaching out, but I've stopped myself. I look at your picture often. So, they're looking at you, nostalgia setting in, thinking about things. I know it may be too late by the time I figure things out. You are not sure that your person, with them, looking at other options, that they're going to be around. And I fear that this last card, I feel that this last card is out of fear. I need to go my own way for a while. I feel like that's the fear, and that's you pulling into this real hermited energy. Yeah, end of a cycle. You are ending a cycle here. There's you making that decision, the Two of Pentacles. You are balancing yourself back out. And then you'll be able to come in with this offering of love. pull a couple of cards from the universe. Yeah, you're getting rid of again this Three of Swords, heartbreak. You are done living in this deceptive energy that is not allowing this wish fulfillment to come through to you, because you want your wish fulfilled. You want this love. You want this Two of Cups duality within this Six of Cups where there is equal give and take, right? You want the give and the receive to happen. You want to be done with the pain. You want to have the ability to have your cups filled and to fill their cups. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. So you're learning to get out of this mindset, learning to get out of the, pardon my French, but the mind fuckery. I feel like you are clearing generational energy, because I'm seeing on here today that what's going on in your mind is in your DNA. It was given to you in the womb. It was taught to you, and you're now, you know, recreating what real truth is by breaking these bonds. Like you can see, there is this nest up here in the mind, and so you are having this rebirth, rewriting your DNA, realizing that the heart is really what is going to heal you and bring you forward, and going beyond normal here. And so I feel like you are really making some broad considerations about your future with this intuition, and that when you vocalize to your person, when you get to this Knight of Cups energy of coming forward with, instead of being in the Knight of Cups in the past where you're just kind of, when you get to being this Knight of Cups in the future where you're coming forward with this love offer after you have completed this cycle, vocalizing your desires is really the key to open up the actualization of what you desire. You may get some help by doing some Kundalini yoga or Kundalini meditations. It doesn't have to be long, it can be short, to really connect this heart into your voice. In my Energy Awakening program for May, we are working through opening up this throat chakra, because the throat chakra is so important to both the third eye and the heart chakra. And in the month prior, we also worked on the heart chakra, right? And the lymphatic system before that. So if you go to the extendeds and you join in the combo, which is just $8.88 a month, then you will get access to all of those videos to start clearing some of that. You can also just look for Kundalini yoga, Kundalini meditations, and start working there. You know, whatever choice you make will be the choice that works for you. So I hope that clarifies things for you, Aquarius. I'm going to move into the extended. Again, the link will be below in the description box if you want to follow it to the extended Patreon portal. And I'm going to clarify what's going on with your person. So I will see you there. Bye.